Alright guys, welcome back. It's time for Game 2 of ViperMusashi versus Omee. We are using the new map pool for those of you that may have just joined us here, which includes this lovely map, King Sejong Station. As this is a ZVZ, some of its stranger features are not going to come into play here, but nonetheless, we will still point them out for those of you that will be playing on this map in actually just a few days. In the bottom right of the map here on King Sejong Station, Ladder Edition, it is none other than our Pink Zerg, victor of the first game, JJ Clan's Omee. In the top left of the map, we have his opponent also in the Zerg, but in the red instead, it is ViperMusashi who wants to take this game in order to stay in this series. Now, let me see if I can do some fancy game heart magic here. Crap, that's the units lost button. Oh, what is it? I'm going to cheat, guys. I'm going to show you this. You can do this crazy thing where you can be like, toggle maps cause Control Shift S. No. Alright, Control Shift S. Boom. And then it was Shift 1. Nope, wrong player. Shift 0. So let me Control 1. Yeah! We got a fancy score indicator that is probably too small for any of you to see. That's okay, the YouTube people will appreciate it nonetheless. Anyway, let's go ahead and take a look what's been going on here. So far, nothing actually interesting at all. Nobody built spawning pools, and we're still going up to about 14, 15 supply before they choose what to do. In other words, it's completely normal. So there's nothing else to say about that. While we wait for them to do something interesting, let's go ahead and take a look at the natural. The natural, as you can see here, is actually a double entrance with a very, very large ramp, actually reminiscent of early Daedalus Plateau in terms of size. If you want to see what a normal ramp looks like, that's a normal ramp right there. That is the one at the natural. So that's going to produce some very interesting problems for players. And there's also this, a second entrance on the back side. This actually serves a double function on this map. Not only does it prevent you from using this side of the map so easily, it basically presents problems in the mid game for attacks. Whoa, okay, this is interesting. Attempted hidden base here from Omee. Looks like he's going to try and fool Viper and try something a little bit more macro greedy. In the meantime, though, Viper is actually also going for an expansion, so this is not going to be much of an advantage unless he can grab an early third. In fact, if you're going against an opponent and you ninja expand, and he also expands, you're actually at a disadvantage because you have to send your workers farther away in order to actually mine efficiently. So he will be slightly farther ahead of Omee unless he makes some really big judgment error, which is kind of what Omee is counting on with this. Omee is aware of He is aware of the base. I have no idea what was just said. Okay, it's cool. It's fine. Anyway, back up here. ViperMusashi has grabbed... Oh, he's actually taking his workers out of here. Oh, he was saying he's got hit by a lag spike, I guess. Okay. Oh, his graphics card crashed. Whoa. That's not a fun bug. At least it came back on right away. Anyway, we have speed being researched by Viper. No attempt to go up into more gas tech from here. And Omee is actually sticking in gas this time. Looks like he might be going for maybe the same play as last time. Maybe he wants to go for roaches or anything. In any case, Viper is saying he's fine, so hopefully we won't have to worry about that happening anymore. And let's see where this goes from here. Viper's actually in a good spot right now to get a decent number of links if he needs to. He's going to have speed well ahead of his opponent too, so if there is any kind of early engagement, he'll be in a nice shape. But anyway, the other thing that this also does is it actually causes the units to take a very strange route across the map. If you watch my mouse here for a moment, any links coming from Omee's base have to go to here, then to here, then to here, then to here. They can't just go whoop, like that, which means that the rocks actually extend the rush distance a little bit. Not by a huge amount, but enough. So these two lings that were probably coming here for scouting purposes did this, only seen about 4 lings so far. He hasn't seen this other group. And looks like he's actually just trying to move out to deal with that, but he needs to fall back. He needs to preserve these lings. He has the speed advantage in these engagements. He can get a lot done. And, oh wow, he's actually doing a great job on both sides of this fight right now. You see already winning this one here and then pushing these lings back up to the main base. There's no spine crawler up here, so it looks like Omee is just trying to buy time until his own speed is finished. Nice surround on the lings in the main base. And Viper's going to keep running some more in. Speed is now finished for both players, so this is going to come down to straight micro. Both groups, the lings pretty weak in there. Here comes some reinforcements for Omee, so that's going to push Viper back up into his base. Meantime, you can see that Viper's actually going up to a Baneling nest and has produced a nice ball of lings of his own. Just going to come down here and actually run straight headlong into Omee's group. There's a couple more at the back of that, though. These lings do not want to get into a fight separate from the rest, but it looks like Omee's not paying attention enough, or doesn't quite have the multitasking ability to just snipe off those two when they were right in his face. Doesn't matter. Viper's letting him have it anyway. So far, Viper has absolutely no idea that base is there. He thinks his opponent's on one base, and he's trying to take an advantage, but he should notice that something weird is going on. Just from the fact that he's actually been pretty much equal with his opponent in terms of army the entire time, which doesn't make a ton of sense if his opponent only has one hatchery's worth of production. He clearly has more than that. Anyway, down come the units as well as 3 Banelings, trying to surround against Viper's lings right here, but seeing the Banelings, it looks like Omee's not paying attention. Loses a decent chunk of lings right there. There's another Baneling explosion that's potentially going to occur in just a moment here on all those lings. Omee is actually being very risky around that and loses about half his army, but he does take care of pretty much everything Viper sent down, so he is at least stabilized for the moment. Still not really mining much at this base. Again, this is like kind of the disadvantage here, because the attacks are constantly occurring between these two bases, he can't ever really send drones down there. It really is just basically a macro hatch. 2 Banelings running up here, going to discover that they in fact have a lot of friends! Oh, that could have been so much worse than it was. But he does take out a decent group of lings with that. Didn't get a completely inefficient trade. Baneling nest also up for Omee, as we can see here. This lovely shiny pink Baneling hanging out in the middle. 2 red Banelings hanging out over here. I love the stronger color effects just for this reason. This guy is going to get a little nice, nope, not efficient at all. It just damages the Banelings, doesn't really do much more to him. Do we have upgrades in play? No, we do not. Okay, so just the direct Baneling explosion is not enough to kill another Baneling, interestingly enough. Almost traps some lings right there. Omee trying be very careful and engage in the best possible location that he can find, though this space right here is just going to favor whoever has more lings. It's pretty hard to tell that just from watching right here. He's trying to fall back to morph in more Banelings. These 2 Banelings from Viper are not really doing their jobs. They're going to run up into the mineral line here, kills a couple drones and a few other lings, and unfortunately all of Viper's lings are actually just about to immediately die. Wait, GG, wait, that was the GG wait from Omee. He's like, I'm about to die, but those 2 Banelings just saved my butt, and he GG'd anyway. Okay, alright. That was interesting. I'm glad we get to go to a game 3 at least.